where you are.
Okay. Yeah, so here I am in an island. I'm not an island girl, city girl. And I'm on an island, and I was initiated. I wasn't asked to be initiated, by the way. He just said, here, drink all this. And I looked, and it was a coffee cup, not as big as the mugs at home, but the coffee cups you see in like diners. They're a little slender, a little smaller, but it was filled to the top. And I could see the medicine like oozing down the sides. And I thought, oh, I'm waiting for him to give me my portion, because the other people beside me, they have their little cups. Like, they're compared to this looks pretty, this looks smaller. Yeah. So and he comes in individual, and you drink it in front of him, and he does what he does. And then he comes to me, and I'm the middle person. And then I'm just looking at him like a little puppy dog, like, all of this. And he just like looked at me like this.
Oh my God.
He didn't say nothing. He just like that. But everyone else, he was blessing them and awe and this and that. Not me. I just get his eyes, man. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Because I didn't know. And I drank it all down. It took me a while to get it down. Welcome to Hawaii, Karina. And welcome to your initiation with the mightiest medicine that you'll ever drink. Little did I know. The salute to that.
And I gotta say, it's an honor to have you today, Karina. And I'm really excited for this conversation that we're gonna hold space for, to share with the collective the beautiful sacred plant medicine. And for those of you tapping in, my name is Marcus, or Christolight. You may call me either one. And I'm back for another Sacred Light Conversation podcast. And I'm really glad to be holding space today, as I will finally, as I've been wanting to for a while, be hosting my first podcast conversation surrounding plant medicines. And our wonderful divine sister that is joining us to be the first on the Sacred Light Conversations podcast to talk about plant medicine is the divine sister, Serpentvisionaryoracle, or Karina. Karina, welcome to this space. Welcome to my podcast. And thank you. It's an honor to have you to speak about the beautiful Aya in plant medicine. I look forward to hearing your experiences, and I'm really glad the collective will be able to hear this wisdom through you.
Oh, thank you, Marcus. Sweet. I adore her so much. I'm all about speaking. She's told me to be her messenger. So I mostly message is when I do the readings. And I'm doing the readings because of the medicine. So I'll know if someone is compatible with it, what you can get out of it. But of course, one has to experience it, because everyone is unique in how she will work through you. So I'm very blessed. I do readings to on behalf of her, the messenger. But it's been a very long path with her. I will be celebrating my 23rd year drinking the sacrament. And I said for life. So that's before it became celebrity fabulous, and it's a little trendy. And why I like speaking about it is, yeah, I have 23 years with her. And just so you know, I've not ever purged in the form of vomiting, and I never shit my pants.
It's funny you say
No,
that because
because
there's a lot of people out there that do say that that's the thing that happens. I haven't been called yet. It has been kind of creeping into my field lately, so I think that day's coming, and I'm open to her. That's for sure.
oh, when you meet me, it is, or you wouldn't meet me. So I'm like the messenger to tell people about what they haven't heard or what questions they never get answered. Because there's a lot of things people don't realize about it. And they're just going on maybe what a celebrity said or the documentaries that are out. There's a lot of them now. And a lot of them are from people that just, oh, this is my first time and this is my first experience. And I'm like, let me tell you, that's not 23 years with her. It's not an easy path. I remember when, before I drank that coffee cup, he kind of brought me out to the side before ceremony and he told me, you're going to go deeper. Are you okay with that? And I mean, deeper. Your life is going to change. No more of this. You've done this work, because whatever I had done up to that point was great because I had been studying other things with him, like soul hunting. He's taught me how to trance, and that's why I've gotten really deeper in the readings.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize what I was going to do. So you got to know that when I drank this, I didn't know what I was drinking. I'd never heard of it at all. I never even heard of it. And he told me, I'm not asking you if you want to. I'm telling you, this is what you're going to do. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. And I trusted him fully because I was bounded to many things. One of them being alcohol and the lifestyle that I had with it. And let me tell you, none of that's like bad and dark, some of it is, but a lot of it was really fun, the partying life is fun, but the gig is up at some point. For me, it was. So here I go drinking this mighty medicine and it wasn't fun. It wasn't pleasant at all. It was scary as fuck. You got to know that that's a lot of medicine though. Okay. You're not going to, I doubt highly anybody is going to come up to you in a ceremony and drink all this. It's not going to sustain my experience. But that one did change my life. That was a pretty tough initiation. And so he tells me that he's never seen that before because he asked, where did she purge? Did you help her? The guardians, the people that watch over you, that take care of you during ceremony. I had 3 of them just sitting there watching me to make sure that I didn't hurt myself. Meaning like if there was a lot of people in the room. That was one of the most wildest ceremonies. There's like 30 people in there. But yeah, I've never received visions like that. And I never got my ass kicked so sweet. Like finally something got in here. Mm-hmm. And believe me, I just like this dude, this man that I'll love forever. What's not happening in ceremony is they don't really interview you. And what this man did is he interviewed you in front of the whole circle. So he gets witnesses and he also recorded it. And he goes through one by one, asking you, what have you done? What drugs have you done? And this is the list of drugs. Okay. What psychedelics have you done? And he'll list the substances. And then he comes to me. I just say, it's probably easier to tell you what I've not done because I've done all of it. And nothing's ever blown me away. Nothing's ever got into here. And I've done mescalines. I've done psilocybins. I've not done the aboga. I've not done the aboge. So I've not tried that mighty teacher, but nothing ever seemed to get through except for a coffee cup of ayahuasca. So one thing she's not, and I hear people say, is they call it hallucinatory. Yeah, you've heard that term?
All the time.
That it's referred to ayahuasca being a hallucinatory.
Yeah.
Now, to me, hallucinatory or hallucinating is something that's going on with your eyes open. You know, like, and you're seeing something that is not really there, but you're seeing it. That's hallucinating. I think that's more of a good description of hallucinating.
Mm-hmm.
Or ayahuasca, how could you be hallucinating if the eyes are closed and you're in here, but you're seeing it so vivid? Is a vision. There is a difference between a vision and a hallucinatory experience. Yeah. So that's one thing that a lot of these documentaries ought to clear it up. And I kind of get sassy, and it's just because I'm passionate about it, because that's not what I've been given and told to say. I'm not told like it's an order. Like, in a lot of ways, I feel she channels through me. So that's one thing it's not. It's a visionary. It's visionary medicine.
I like that. Thank you for describing that, because there's definitely a lot of, you know, mainstream stereotypical things out there about this medicine, and like you said, a lot of these people that are talking about it are just like people that, you know, they're just going around exploring and experimenting, and they're just like doing it for the first time and documenting it basically. And yeah, I mean, what really do they know truly? And to have someone like you that is now on year 23 of utilizing and connecting with this beautiful spirit and medicine, it's very amazing to hear what comes through you and what type of experiences you've had. So it's pretty incredible. And I want to ask you too, where are you based out of?
I'm in the Southern California desert. I'm in San Bernardino County, in a beautiful, beautiful desert land. It's very quiet and peaceful, and, you know, the coyotes get rowdy around here. And certain creatures come to say hello. Like, I had a pretty big 2-inch body, at least 2 inches of the body, camel spider appear on my floor. And I'm just like, wow, you're big. How'd you get in here? Obviously, for me, it was more of a message. It's because it was just so like, I just walked through there. I was just there. And I just happened to turn, and you're there. It's like if someone just planted it there and put it. So I recognize the ancestors talking to me, and yeah, some may get majestic birds. I get arachnids. And then soon after, I got to send you the picture of this, Marcus, because this is no joke. And there's a reason why I'm saying about the spider here. Now, it's very pretty. I have this thing about blonde spiders, because they're real alien looking, you know? They're real, like, kind of see-through-ish. Well, it was blonde. And not too longer after that, I opened the medicine cabinet. And I'm glad I had the light on. I opened it up. I'm like, oh, hi, hello there. And it was a scorpion.
Oh, in the medicine cabinet.
In my medicine cabinet. I swear, I'm going to send you the picture of that. I was like, hang on, I'm going to be a mom. Just stay there. I'm going to get my camera. Where's my camera? You know, my phone, you know. I go, okay, now we're obviously going to need to put you outside. I get the message. I get the message. Thank you. Thank you so much. But how the hell did it get in there? Because, you know, the surroundings is porcelain. I didn't know scorpions crawl up. I've never seen a scorpion crawl up a wall. I've known it to be land creatures, although I know there are a few species that can climb as a spider. That was just amazing. Oh, amazing. But anyways, that's where I'm based. I'm based in the desert.
Wild, Wild West.
Yeah, there is a town near here that's called Pioneer Town, and that is very wild, Wild West. And they have some good gigs there too. So people think there's nothing happening in the desert. There is. There was even the Cramps cover band the other night. Like, yeah.
There's not a lot going on in the desert since it's so private and like, you know, you get your own space and you get to do your own thing out there, really.
I get to stargaze. I like sitting out as the sun goes down, mostly, because then I get to see the bats.
Ooh, I love bats.
So the significance of the spider, which is right here now. There's a spider here in this heart space with the ayahuasca flower. Is that was my spirit animal with her. That was like my first vision of any creature that I saw with this medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Was the spider. So when she came into the house like that, it was big. I caught my attention, and that's how I recognized, like, oh. And then there was this message coming in with the 4/8. Now, I'm not a numerologist, but go look up what 4/8, because I know 8 to be a power number in infinity, but when I got 4 of them as a message, I didn't understand what that was. So when I looked it up, it was pretty badass. Oh, here, I could tell you another thing about the medicine here is how powerful she is. Now, I never left the country to drink it. It came to me. I didn't even know what it was. I never even heard of it. Yet I didn't even know who I met. Now, the man, Wilbert Alex, was very good friends with Terence McKenna and the McKenna family. Also, he was best friends with Frank Natali, which was another psychedelic visionary. So Wilbert Alex would say, yeah, I don't think anybody's drank more ayahuasca than I have, not in the United States. And he's been all around the world at this point with it. So it's no accident I need a heavy hitter as I am.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I never left the country. So a lot of people are thinking they got to go to South America to do it. So let me save you the plane ticket, the biting of creatures sucking your blood, the potential to get very ill because you're jumping country, because there's a preparation you do before you drink it. Also, it's pretty sketchy over there now because they know the Americans people are looking for it. So you can like literally buy it in the market and everything. And I just like, oh, wow, money got involved. So I'm so blessed. I never had to leave the country. I didn't need to get a passport. I didn't need to spend thousands in order to do and go over there and risk my health. What I mean by that, some people love to travel and they've told me, oh, well, you're not going to get the same experience. Well, that's bullshit. It changed my life forever. Why would it come to me? I didn't even know what it was. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no, if people want to do that, great. But I'm just saying it's right here in the United States and it's protected. Now, there's a lot of people doing ceremonies out there with no licensing, or they're not registered as a place where you can partake it legally. It is a Schedule 1 drug, so it's illegal. So anyone doing circles out there, they're risking getting raided. I mean, they're not going to be put in prison or anything because, you know, the court system, the Supreme Court system knows us, and they've lost, and they're not going. It's a waste of money for them, you know, not unless there's like something very drastic that happened, because there's deaths going on, and now it's getting a bad rap. Why? Well, because people aren't educated on it, and they're mixing it with different things. And some people, like, I would go to circles, and the one that's pouring, I've been drinking it twice as long as they have. Even really powerful shamans, like here in the United States, I've been drinking more than they have. That doesn't lessen their practice and what they're doing. I'm just saying that I've heard of some raids where I was affiliated with. It didn't happen when I was there, and I really felt bad. Wow. So here, this is an actual church, and there's many churches within this particular organization. They're Native American churches. They are licensed and registered with the United States, and you can go and have the sacrament without that there being in the self-conscious, you know. Yeah. The medicine protects itself. I believe that because I was always blessed in anywhere that I drank. But just know that, keep in mind, you want to find a church. I know of the churches. There's why you think I live here? It's right down the street. It's literally right down the street. So I don't have to go travel for miles to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
So just know that you do not have to go out of the country. I was initiated in Hawaii. To me, that was going out of the country because, you know, it's part of the United States, but them islands are not the mainland. I lived there for a year. It's beautiful, but there are some things there people don't realize unless you live out in the rural areas like I did. Beautiful place, beautiful. It was awesome.
I've never been.
Oh, okay. It's beautiful. Yeah. I was on the big island. Special people live here, sister. It's very pigeon. It's very pigeon. Like and again, I lived where it was rural. There's no street lights. So when there's no moon, you got to take your flashlight out because you don't want no centipedes crawling up you or getting bit by one of those motherfuckers.
Oh boy.
Centipede, because there's nothing really poisonous there. And once in a while, there would be like a recluse report. I never saw any of that. It's I walked the lava many times. It was just like right in front of me, feet away, and I'm like, please don't take my shoes, because you would see like shoes stuck on the lava because it's so hot, you know. But yeah, that's a very magical place because the ayahuasca was brewed there, and is very potent. There's another thing about it is that some you'll see in documentaries, some look really black, and then some have a brownish, reddish tone to it. It's, you know, like coffee. The type of ayahuasca I'm usually drinking is what they call the black brew. It looks just like black. It's dark. And it's known to have the most chakrona, which is the DMT part. So you journey hard with that one. So if any of you hear this and you see that black cup coming your way, it's very much concentrated with DMT more than the brews that are more brownish and reddish in color. That's more the bark of the ayahuasca.
Wonderful information. Thank you for sharing that.
Black brew, baby.
Yeah, because I remember, remember when I first started hearing about it, you know, first thing that would come to mind was kind of like, oh, you know, I have to go to Peru or something like that in order to partake in that. But then I started like, you know, looking into different things, and, you know, spirit just kind of drew information to me. And I started finding out that there are a lot of places in the US, especially in the West and in the Southwest. And it's
Hmm.
actually starting to spread around even out here in Ohio and other places now, where you can find safe sanctuary like places to do it. Um, and one question I have is, you mentioned the preparation process is pretty serious. What does that preparation process look like before you get into a ceremony?
It's Here's another thing too they don't say, because it's individual. Like if I was running circle, I would interview you. Like, for one thing, you have to know what you've been doing. Um, Start from the basics is your diet. Now, there was a time where I started preparing a month before. Why? Because I was drinking diet soda. I got hooked on diet soda, diet drinks. I was drinking diet rock stars, that pink fizzy stuff. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
And I went, uh-oh, I better stop detoxing off that shit. You know that I had cramps in my belly, like I felt so ill detoxing from that stuff. And I'm glad I prepared a month ahead, because it went on for like 3 weeks. It was not nice. It fucked up my whole, like my poor belly was like, holy shit, like if I was coming off of like a heavier drug. No, chemicals. So, it just depends what you've been doing. A lot of people have medical conditions where they are on prescribed medication, and you can't have any of that in your body. Like high blood pressure medication, like metformins, for some people, you got to be off that for at least 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And if you've been doing psych meds, I don't care what level of psych meds, you have to be off that shit for at least 6 months to a year, depending on the dosages that a person has been taking.
Yeah, I could imagine. That's for sure.
Psych meds are a bitch to get off of. And I've been in circles where they lied. And that's where they get the bad rap, because people aren't honest. So I know where I am. They make you sign a waiver. It's a lengthy questionnaire that they have you fill out. So anyone with any medical conditions really need to fess up and ask the practitioner themselves. But what I know of is you can't be on no supplements, no vitamins, no sports drinks. There's no salt, no sugar, no alcohol. Tobacco is okay. Some shamans are very adamant about no marijuana. Some. Now, for me personally, this is me personally, not anybody else. She's never told me to give it up. Of course, I'm not going to be using it like the day of, but she's never said, don't use it.
Hmm.
Why? Because the headaches are very horrendous in my case, and it's not about suffering through the preparation. Okay, but that's marijuana. But so all other substances are cleared from the body at least 2 weeks. That would be my recommendation if I was the doctor issuing. There's emergency cases, but alcohol being another one. I would stay away from that one for at least 3 weeks. And if you've had a history of alcohol, please be clean for 3 months at least. And then have the experience. But the diet's not that hard. I mean, she doesn't not want you to eat. When people think fasting, they think that they're not going to eat.
Yeah.
Fasting it's a purification process. It's preparing you for the cleanse of your life. So you must have the body cleaned. And in my experience, she loves when you prepare for that. She loves when you prepare for her. Well, people are like, well, what do you eat? I go, it's simple. I just have chicken soup all week with rice. Now, some people are vegetarian, even easier for you all. Yeah. But the vegetarians, I would go a lot with plant-based protein, beef it up, because you're going to need the strength it takes to sit up. I'll get to that one, sitting up. So yeah, I just eat chicken soup, but without the fat, no salt, no sugar, no nothing. It's clean. And then I just drink water, and then I'm off the caffeine. So that's where Mary Jane comes in. Because the headaches, I'm like, I won't be able to, I'm like, no. It isn't that bad though, because my diet's fairly clean-ish. I'm not like Miss Fitness USA or Miss Clean Diet USA,
Yeah.
I live, but my diet for the most part, I make all my meals are home cooked. I'm always prepping. I don't open jars and cans. I'm a carnivore, and she's also said, this is how sweet she is. I know. You're not supposed to eat this way, Karina. I know you're not supposed to eat this way. But thank you for doing it for me. Now go eat now. After ceremony's done, like, go eat, please go eat. And it's not like I'm going to go have a big fat burrito or anything. I don't even eat those hardly, but she's acknowledging that I did what it took to prepare.
Yeah.
And I lift, so my muscles do need. I'm a carnivore. There's nothing wrong with whatever diet you choose, as long as you're energized and you feel good within it and you're not ill.
You typically burn through it, especially if you're that active.
Well, yeah, I burn a lot of calories. I do. But the thing about sitting up, okay, so I tell people, you don't go heavy on your meal before you drink it. You want a light meal, but you want something that has a little substance, because you're going to need all the strength it takes you to sit up. And here's another thing I see in the documentaries. People lying down. They're lying down? No. That's a big fat no-no. In fact, in the church, they will go and make their rounds. That's what the guardians do, to make sure you are sitting up. Why? Okay, not unless, you really do, like, dude, it's like, oh, it's just too, if they allow you to lay down, okay, but you are to sit up through the whole thing. Why? The Resiva comes through the crown. It's just very much how yoga is and how people understand Kundalini and how the energies are received and entered through the body, yeah? So when you're sitting up, it comes through here. It's the crown that receives it first. Through the opening of the third eye, it goes straight to the heart. It doesn't go straight to the heart. You have to it's an alignment, because this is where the Mahdi V is. And a lot of people don't reach the Mahdi V, which is all she wants me to do, is reach that state. And what the state is Mahdi V. You hear the word Mahdi V, M-A-R-I-R-I, Mahdi V. And that's when the absolute intense, the most intense, euphoric, blissful sensation will come piercing through my crown, comes and goes, poof, and right here, and just breaks it open. And when it's broken open, there's no ego there at all. You're just in that state. And that's what I always tell people about that love. That is the Mahdi V. You're in it. There's nothing else around you. You are blessed with the gift of them singing, with the music. It's like you're one, like for real. Like you're just like I'm like this, letting it vibrate through me. And that's usually where the people are in the bucket. It's a very, very intense beingness to contain in such a little human body. And it's a state that I'm very blessed that I'm always in that state every ceremony as she gives me. I adore drinking her, even through the darkest of the death ceremonies I've been, because all she tells me is to sit up and smile and take it. So there I am in bliss, even though there may be some pretty intense things going on. It can be very uncomfortable, but it does. Once I'm with her, nothing takes me away. I'm there. And that's what how I've always experienced ceremony. They're all different, but that's, people ask me, how do you get there? It's kind of like Shangri-La, is that the song? Shangri-La, I'm not saying it right. What's the Three Dog Night song? You know what I mean? That place.
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
So, in talking to a friend yesterday and asking me as to why his experience was his experience, is because he brewed it himself. So there's a lot of people out there thinking, oh, I'm going to brew my own. The ingredients are on eBay. They're all over the place. SD, I've seen it. And what they don't realize is that there is a very specific way it's brewed, and it's not to be taken by yourself.
Yeah, people out there, and people have been messing around with sacred energy in ways that they are very ignorant to. And I gotta say, people gotta be careful. They gotta be way more conscious about what they're getting themselves involved with when it comes to sacred energies, because sacred energies, they don't have that human compassion, that human form to just be like, oh, it's okay, like, you know, you made a mistake or something like that. Once you unlock that energy, you unlock that door, the effect can be exactly what the universe has to come back to you. And I just want to say, man, if things are referenced as sacred and like specifically being sacred, it's not a very light thing to identify. So just be wise about these things that are called sacred.
I had to start. I had to laugh though. He's a for real person too. He's not no dumbass, and he just really did want to just experience the mother, this goddess that he hears about of the ultimate love, right? So this guy tries to brew his own, and got in touch with me as to why he was so ill. Yeah, I'll spare you the details of what he told me, but he was like, I couldn't even dial the ER. It's like I was like, fuck my life. But he got something out of it, of course, but it's not the same thing. And that was his first time.
First time too.
Yeah, she's of reverence. She's even beyond respect. When you have respect for something, you still have a judgment about it. Like, oh, I respect your, but that's cool for you, but not for me. That's respect in a way. When you reverence something, you're just like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's like, and so he was telling me about, I've been asked about intentions, questions, people going to work on their shit, people with issues, their problems. They go into the arena with that mentality towards drinking it, which is not wrong. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about the Marty V. the way that I was introduced to it, I didn't have any expectations or anything because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what we were going to do. All I heard was about being in a room with people with buckets, which was an anxiety attack right there. Because I'm like, why would you want to do something like that? Gross. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. No, I didn't want to do that one at all. So I just sat there and said, okay, I'll see. Just because he said, don't come into it with nothing, just let it take you. So it's a ritual of limpia, of cleansing, of purification. And then for you, as he tapped my head, for you, it's about surrender. So you go and sit down and you surrender. Get out of your head. It's going to be hard for you. I know that. It's like that tap in my head. I'm like, okay. So her message was always to me is just sit up, tilt your head back, and let me in. That's all. She tells me what to do with the body. She tells me, because the more you sit up, the more it can come through. And I noticed when I purged with the tears, I'm one of the ones that purges with tears and crying. So when I would do this and go forward, she's like, no, sit up. Because I noticed I was like, when I go forward, I go, oh, I feel the nauseousness. How strange. Okay, I'll sit up. That feels just goes away. So with me, in my experience with that and what she's given me is that there's no fear, there's no pain, there's no overwhelm, there's no suffering, there's no figuring it out. All there is just receive me. And that's every ceremony I do, even through the deaths. That's all she wants to do is love on you. But that I want to know my problems, my issues, my this, my that, my this. That's what the purging's about, is getting well. And I'm like, well, it's not everybody to purge that way. In fact, my real purge comes after ceremony. When you go out there and you live what I give you. And little by little, she has stripped everything away. Because when she told me, I'll give you everything you love in the dark, everything you just, I'll give you everything, but you're going to live clean for me. Very demanding. She's love. That's all she is to break that heart open in love, but she's very demanding of it. Because there's no bullshitting around with her. And she means clean. She means clean. Where I live, who do I talk to? Who do I give my energy to? What do you eat? What do you drink? Are you moving your body? Are you keeping it strong? Like everything. Mindset, stripped. It's very free, but a very not easy path when you say yes to a mighty medicine that initiates me. I said yes. Although that's what has honestly kept me here from leaving this earth. Like I didn't want to be here anymore. So there's no more alcohol. I'm free. I don't have anything about alcohol. It's just the thoughts are not there. The suicide things, they pop in when the headaches are there, but I just take it because I know it's temporary and it's just more stuff coming up and releasing. That doesn't end. It doesn't make things, it doesn't fix anything. You know, it's not a cup of miracles. You still go through life. But what it has made me is very strong. Really strong. Because if you can contain an energy and expand like that, it's warrior medicine. It's no fucking around to drink ayahuasca. None. but it is fun. It's not all like serious and shit. She is very playful because I do giggle. I do giggle in ceremony too, especially when you come to, like, you coming back. Everybody's all giddy and giggly.
Oh yeah.
and
I
we
bet.
and we have and we have a ceremony dog. We have a ceremony dog in the circle. And he goes around, and he doesn't bark or help, not a peep, just his little nails scratching the floor, or where he goes to drink water, because he's a big, he's an English shepherd, goes around the circle. And I felt his cold nose one time. Got a little startled, like, oh, it's just you. And he just like, he loves that you love on him and hang out. And sometimes he lays on your blanket and just drowns himself and snores out. So
It's so much fun.
but yeah, it's not that serious. But you go through all kinds of things. Anything can happen, and I don't know. I always go into ceremony like, I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah.
I don't know. In fact, I'm usually the one in tears crying. I am, because I'm so stripped and like, oh, I feel terrible. It's not like, oh wow, I'm ready. It's like it's not like that. No one's like that. Like, cause I'm not afraid, and then the anxiety is no longer there, but I am nervous and I am apprehensive every time that cup comes to me, because I have to just put my nose and go, I'm like, whoo, whoo, there it is. And it's really fun to see everybody's face when they get it down. Last time I did have a face on me like, oh, holy shit. Yeah. And then they make you put water, swish it around. So you make sure you get every drop.
Yeah.
But you don't drink water necessarily in ceremony. I don't drink water during ceremony. I mean, you can have like a little sip because your mouth will get a little dry, but I need nothing. I just sit with her and I don't touch a thing. Also, the water will dilute the medicine. And so if you drink too much water in ceremony, you're going to puke it out because it keeps it from getting absorbed, water. Or they have people drink water when they feel like they can't purge it out and there is a stuckness there. And so they'll have them drink water so it can purge out.
Okay.
So everyone's different and unique, but it's the most beautiful ceremony that I've ever experienced. I mean, I got my life back. It saved me. In fact, being saved, right? In some cultures, they call her the mother of Jesus.
Wow.
The Madre de Jesus. The Santa Daimes also reverence her. And that's a religion. That's actually a religion, the Santa Daimes. And that's the sacraments. And so instead of drinking wine and you get that flat bread like the Catholics do, because it's very Catholic oriented type of religion, although the sacrament is ayahuasca, because that's the mother of life. That's the mother of Jesus. That's the mother of life. And there's no crucifixion. We have the death's right here. It's not outside yourself. It's right in here, and then you rebirth. And those people are full of light. You can see it. They're all in that Mahdi V, and they put them up in front. They also have a healing room for people that are, needing more care and more help. Mm-hmm. So these type of churches is out of my experience of doing all kinds of circles. Churches like the ones that I've been to, they really help you. Like, you're not just going to sit in the dark and have a fun ride. They really move you through the spaces that are not easy and uncomfortable. I've even seen people's demons come out like for real. It can get
But
that intense. It can get that intense.
I could definitely see that.
You want to be with someone with experience, not someone that just been drinking it for 2 years and, oh my God, I cleansed my life and I'm going to, which is fine. I'm just saying, beware, be very conscious of what you're doing, because this is not a 101 medicine. And if you were to drink it, Marcus, I would love to be by your side. Then like what, then like someone that's been doing it and she's okay. She's made it. So will I. And it's always good to have a peaceful partner, because that's what saved me my first time, my very, very first time. The coffee cup was my third time. So traditionally you do 1, 2, 3 ceremonies, or maybe 2. 1 is all right, but 2 is really good. And most places now just do 2. If they want to do 3, I think the churches or people that are facilitating can work out like a private ceremony if you really want to go deeper, 1, 2, 3. But my first time, I was sitting with these 2 people and the girl was like this, all pieced out. She didn't move. And then the other guy was like, just doing all this stuff with his arms. but really loving it. He was just sitting there with his arms. And I'm just like, and I was like scared. I was real scared because I could feel it coming and I was resisting it. I didn't like it. I didn't want it in my body. It was horrible. But that was my first time. Okay. So I've been in those spaces, all of those spaces where you feel deathly, like everything's going to come out of you, like you're going to purge it everywhere. I've extremely nauseous and awful. But it wouldn't come out. Is that something that you can't control? It's going to come out. It's going to come out. Right. Yeah. I was just sitting there, help me somebody, because it's just there. And I didn't know what to do, but he left me alone. He told the guardians, leave her alone. Don't touch her. Let her go. Let her do this on her own. Just make sure she don't fall over or hurt herself or lie down. We don't want her lying down. Thank you, over. I found my way out of that dark hole, though, and it's not like that. It never left me there. It's always beautiful at the end. I think at the end of ceremony is when the heart starts to break open. Because here I've been in the intensity with the visions for maybe a couple hours, 3 hours. And when those visions start to subside, when I come back to, that's when the heart gets broken open. That's when they bust out the big guns. Because mostly during a ceremony, it's a lot of sound, like drumming or rattles, or some people do bowls, they're singing. But at the end, it's singing. And they bring all those heart love songs out. The ayahuasca love songs, they bring those out at the end and break open. I'm always crying in ceremony. I'm always the one crying.
I'd probably be bawling out, just feeling that unconditional love and bliss. Man, you got me all excited.
It is. See, that's what it really is. There's a lot of that. They get all scientific and we saw this being and that, and like, God, it's so simple. It's a beingness. I've seen a lot of that stuff too, but most of my experience with her has been Madi V. It's just being in that state the whole ceremony, and I don't move. And the people of the church that I just found them last year, by the way. I'm so glad I finally found home. It was time. It's all timing too. How she allows you to find if you're seeking. And so when I told them, yeah, I've been drinking this stuff for 22 years. 21 years when I met them. And they're like, really? It's longer than either of them. And I go, yeah, I actually drank a coffee cup full and I didn't purge it out. So that's how she works with me. I don't know. She really likes me to absorb. Even like there's been times where like, oh, where's that bucket again? I'm like, okay, it's right here. Good. I'm gonna put it right here because I could feel like a sensation. I'm ready. And then just like, no, I know it's uncomfortable. Sit up and smile. I'd rather that you receive me and let me clean you like that. That's the way she works with me, though. Not everybody's story. It's like, and believe me, it sounds like a jungle in there. It can be like the purging, the diddly purge, and it's like, who the hell is that? It's like it gets really wild in there. And how come you guys are so loud? You guys are loud, dude. Loud. That's what I mean. It sounds like a jungle in there. And then it's fun. Like I said, I'll just kind of snicker at that because it's very startling when I have a noise like that come right. And we're pretty intimate. You're like, if you reached your hand out, you can touch your partner that is sitting beside you. You are pretty much close by. It's very intimate. It is. Unless like there's, it's more of a private ceremony or there's less participants, but the average is like 15 people in the room, depending on where you go to drink it. And the huts are made so it's more intimate because you get more than 30 people in the room, it's going to get wild. And then it's harder for them to address and go and you get the care. That's why they tap it at 15. It's a good number. So then you have enough people that you're taken care of and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see you working with this.
It's definitely called. I've had my insights through spirit. I definitely know that it's going to be in my path. And I don't know which end I might end up being on, but I know I'm definitely going to be handling it and working with her for sure. And I've worked with other plant medicines as well. Ooh, drink some water. I've worked with other plant medicines as well, like psilocybin, organic LSD, MDMA, and
Come on, check. Well, check. There's my checklist. Check.
Sassafras. And I have, been on the receiving side and just receiving the beautiful medicine of it. And then I've also been on the kind of like, shaman role where I've been there for a lot of people's first times and really have just been the one that they call or come to whenever they want a journey and they want to have someone that's secure, stable, and safe to do it with. So I think it's just all preparation stages for the grandmother and other ones that will be coming into my path. And I'm embracing it and I'm open. I really look forward to what the universe has for me. And maybe I'll make my way out west and be there with you.
I'm here. I'll be here. In fact, I'm manifesting right now that I go December, the last one they're doing before the year is over. I know I'm going to be sitting there because there's some people that want to come. And the good thing about it, knowing me and everything, is that I do live near the church. So if someone really needed a quiet space to take a nap, because you will be sleep deprived. Your sleeping pattern is going to be, because I never sleep. I hardly ever sleep right after ceremony because it has me keep going. It's just also, I don't purge it out. I would say the majority of people do. Again, not everybody. So it's like real concentrated. The next day I'm still kind of feeling the whoo, even though I came to, it's still very active. And what they tell you is to go out to nature. You can sleep in the tents or the teepees that are around the property. But now that I live here, yeah, I can come home, shower, and take a nap. you know, but yes, I'm here. Just got to reach out. And then if anybody has any questions out of this podcast, I am on here, Serpent Visionary Oracle. The email's there. And I'm always the same handle. Serpent Visionary Oracle on Instagram and on YouTube. I'll be giving love to my channel again. It's just been, I need to do some cleansing with the laptop, get rid of the files, all this old stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's so heady.
Yeah, I feel
It's time.
yeah, so everybody can get you on Instagram, you got a YouTube, and you also do readings as well, right? They can
Yes.
reach out to you for oracle and tarot readings, I believe.
Yeah, I work with everything, all kinds of decks. It gets sexy, it gets dark, it gets light, it's whatever people are seeking, I handle it all. But yeah, the Serpent Visionary Oracle is a reading channel, is a reading page, and so is the Instagram. The Serpent Visionary is the yoga page.
Yep,
that's what I
teach yoga as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. After that coffee cup of ayahuasca, who knew? I mean, I never thought of anything about yoga.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been into lifting. I like my plates and bars. And then, had to lay off the bars for a little bit. And someone told me about yoga. It's the best class here. And I just went, that's for skinny people.
I love yoga. I used to do working out all the time. That was like all I did. I've been doing yoga lately, the last like 2 months, and I love it now. Like that intimacy with the self and the breath is just it's priceless. I love it.
And then, as a lot of different things, just like plant medicine. So what are you talking about? There's all kinds, right? As you mentioned, like when someone dances, well, there's different modalities of dance. There's different modalities of yoga. And so someone hit it really well. If someone told me that I'm a power yin practitioner, not even a teacher and an instructor, said, you're a practitioner. Because what you bring into this classroom, I've never seen it before. I go, yeah, it is my own creation. I do practice a particular way, and I combine it with a lot of different modalities I have underneath my belt, including kinesiology. And not the kinesiology they're teaching in the colleges. I'm talking about the old school touch for health, where it incorporates the emotional realm, the spiritual realm. It's more in depth. Colors involved, singing, all kinds of different modalities in that particular kind of kinesiology. I'm also a neuro-linguistic coach. So my vocabulary, there's some words I do not use because I use a vocabulary that keeps everything open or more empowering. So right now I'm teaching online privately. I have this private group going on, but I do post where to find me on Instagram as far as that. But I do one-on-one coaching. Because I know for a fact no one's teaching this yoga out there. So I keep it here in the cave. You hire me, they get to find out. But it's results oriented, but it's all levels. Because like I was saying to you in the beginning, you could take a tree and you can go further to that tree, to further where you can't do that tree. There's always somewhere to go. That's what I love about yoga. You think you got that? Master. You mastered that one? Okay, well, what happens if you put your arm way back here? Like, yeah, there's always somewhere to go. It's always very humbling for me each session, I'm very humbled, and I also cry on my mat a lot, in awe how the body will respond to expressing openness in the physical body.
Mm-hmm.
So glad to hear that you're practicing. It feels really good and yummy to practice that art.
Yes, it does. Well, all right, sister, I guess we'll wrap this up. This was a beautiful podcast, and oh wow, there's just so many gems in here, and I love, the whole genuineness of this conversation, and the real rawness of this medicine. And thank you for sharing the keys of being what would be like a veteran to this medicine and this beautiful spirit, because like you said, there are a lot of people that are doing it for their first time, documenting and sharing and all these other things. And I feel like it really is important that a lot of our more grounded, what you could kind of say like ancestors to this medicine have to share, so we really get the real wholeness about this beautiful spirit and medicine. So thank you again, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you, and I look forward to even more videos and readings and other things that we'll be doing together.
Absolutely, Marcus. Like I said, I could talk. There's a lot of information with ayahuasca, and maybe perhaps next time we'll do live. Maybe like it'll progress to that. But I love coming on and sharing what I experienced so far. Again, I'm a messenger, and to answer people's questions that are not answered.
Yeah, we'll definitely work on getting it live. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's good. I'm excited. There's no complaints here. Beautiful way to start my day. Beautiful way to start my day. And yes, I will return.
Thank you once again. Thank you once again, sister.
Thank
you everybody that'll be tapping in. This was another Sacred Light Conversation podcast. And all of our information, myself, along with our beautiful sister Karina, will all be down below in the description, so you can contact us and ask questions. You can book a holistic quantum healing service with myself, or you can book a reading with our wonderful sister as well. Thank you all, and have a beautiful, blessed day. Wholeness and balanced love.
Machismo with fuego, kundalini is my peril. Saucy like queso. Watch me with a wrist, no watch, only crystal bracelets. Yeah, we stay lit. Yeah, we stay lit. We woke. There's riches inside of me. I ain't going broke. Yeah, we stay lit. We woke. There's riches inside of me. I ain't going broke. Ready for the truth. That's why they still praise the outer influences. Just brush off their intuition, never renovating the inside while styling up the outside. Please don't waste my time with the wisdom of the blind. Only truth through these lines, and I got that never ever ending ill grind. Yeah, we stay lit. We woke. There's riches inside of me. I ain't going broke. Yeah, we stay lit. We woke. There's riches inside of me. I ain't going broke. life timeless. I swear time be making us so damn lifeless. I embody the brightest and tread the lightest. I am you, you and mine. Everything in between is illusion of thee. The truth will set you free.